Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peachy and this is Plant and Style. So for today's video, first I want to wish you all happy new year. Thank you for being here and for keeping this support even though I have been absent for the past month. It's just been a roller coaster ride for me. Too many details to tell in this one video and I don't want to bring you guys down, but all is well. We are moving forward. Today feels right for me to finally come up with a video, and I figured what better way to start the new year than showing you every single plant that I'm growing right now with me. And that includes my indoor plants as well that I have in my living room wall. And also I have another corner in our dining area. I have another shelf of plants there that I wanted to share with you guys. So I actually already filmed those videos the other day, and I'm just gonna add on the tour here in the greenhouse because it's a long process. I have way too many plants and I'm constantly trying to catch the sunlight since I'm not using any other videography lighting. This is just pure natural lighting, which I want to take advantage of because it's just better. Anyways, I digress. Welcome. I'm gonna try my best to make it as calm and cozy as possible. So if you are having a cup of coffee with me, I hope that you enjoy yourselves, and without further ado, let's get started. Let's look at some plants. We finally made it in the living room. I know it's been a while. I haven't talked or shown you my plants that are in here thriving in the ambient condition. But when I say ambient, in this living room, we are talking at 64 degrees Fahrenheit and 71% in humidity. And that has been the norm since the beginning of winter. I am very spoiled with humidity in here, hence I have a lot of thriving anthuriums and I'm grateful. I wish I can put all my anthuriums in here, but we can't do that. I have to be intentional with what kind of plants I put in here, so it has to remain aesthetic for normal people to enjoy, you know what I mean? So without further ado, let's look at what I am growing right now in the living room. This is the overview of what I am currently growing in the living room plant wall. And this monstera has been a staple in this wall and it's really thriving. It's my pride and joy, really. It's the plant that started it all for me. So as you can see, I have downsized a whole lot. And I have curated it to whichever plant is happy in this location. But anyhow, we're gonna get started with the bushy Hoya up there, and it's also another pride and joy. I'm probably gonna say that every time, but it's the truth. It's actually lost a sibling. There's used to be 3 varieties in there. As you can see, the one with the inner variegation is gone. I have plucked it out of the pot because it rotted on its own, and I did it early enough to actually not transfer onto the other varieties in there. So I still have the green form and the Anikibui, or the albo, the outer variegated form. And it's still very happy. I can also see that we have bud forming right there. It's gonna have blooms everywhere and just cascading on this wall, and it's really very whimsical, and I love that plant over there, and I'll never gonna remove it or replace it. Hopefully it stays strong and I can keep it alive. And then next to it is my now thriving Hoya linearis. I have restarted this a few times because I was still trying to figure out what it wanted. But now I know that it wants colder, and I feel like it likes it in here, not too much light and not too hot either. It definitely declined instantly when I moved it into the greenhouse outdoor. So I'm glad it's finally happy and trailing. It's got longer strands already, as you can see right there. And then next to it is my Hoya Polyneura albo. Right here, my very first Polyneura. And yeah, it is such a wonderful variety of Hoya. It's definitely on my top list of favorite Hoyas to have in here because they're so easy for me. And as you can see its other varieties. Right here is the inner variegated one. And up top is the newest of its kind. It's the Polyneura jasminca, which is the mutation of this plant right here, albo. As you can see, this set of leaves right here is also splashy a little bit. And I'm very fortunate to have this one. I got this from Cactus and Exotics, I believe, as a starter plant. It had 2 leaves, 1 node, and a growth point. And look at it now, it actually branched out on its own. I didn't have to cut it, so I have never cut it since I planted that one. And that's what I love about Hoya Polyneura. They're such a fast grower and they branch out easily, just like this one. Look how many times it branched out in this one strand right here. So like 3 times already. This one I've propagated once because I did want a fuller pot, and I'm so glad I did because look at it now. It's such a showstopper. Next, in between the Polyneuras is a newer addition to the collection. This is Hoya Qinghangensis with the inner variegation. Such a beautiful plant, and this one is easygoing as well. And I have a regular form. Actually, this is not even a regular form. This is, as a matter of fact, a large form, Qinghangensis. And as you can see, it is trailing. It's trailing beautifully, and it has grown for me. This one does not like too much heat either. It thrives here in this ambient, in this living room better. So it's getting medium lighting with the, I don't even think it likes a lot of heat. And that is why it's yellowing a little bit, I think, is my diagnosis on this plant. Like, I have been trying to figure out what really is turning this yellow, but not the whole lot, because the very tip is so lush and green and healthy, as you can see. So hold on, let me just switch my camera. Okay, so I feel like I'm having a hard time focusing on that camera, so now you can see better. Look at how lush, and oh my god. So this is the large form. It's really not that much of a difference, but you can tell, you can kind of tell that the leaves are rounder and bigger compared to the small form right there. Yeah, but this one is also variegated, so we'll see how this one grows and we can compare better then. And then next up top is my anthurium, king anthurium, or the anthurium veitchii. And as you can see, it's got a new leaf, and I'm so excited because it was dormant for a while because it was recuperating from being outdoors in the greenhouse. It hated the greenhouse so much that it bleached all its leaves and it just froze and stopped growing. It's like, this is too much heat, get me out of here. So I already cut off all the burnt leaves, and these 3 new leaves are the reincarnation leaves, basically. And I'm so glad, and I cannot wait to see the hardened final hardened leaf of this new leaf, because it's looking like it's about to get longer. And I love the tight abs that it has. This is the narrow form. They call it narrow form, by the way. But yeah, I love him. And then we have here is another Hoya, trailing Hoya, that is just getting fuller and branching out every minute, it seems, because this one propagated itself. I've never propagated it. So it has one big branch, that's all. And then it just kept branching out, and it's still in its original pot after I repotted it in that pot. And it's got roots in the reservoir and everything, but it does not mind it at all. Like, it's so happy to be here. By the way, this is Hoya lacunosa asami. Some of its leaves are also like really large, and it's doing the taco because it's thirsty, I believe. And yeah, so it's obviously getting a lot of lighting, but not as intense as the one in the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm growing most of my lacunosas in here now, indoors. I still have a few that I have acclimated in the greenhouse, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on the rest, on which one's gonna survive the greenhouse condition and which one doesn't. And I've shown you my Polynura intervariegated, and this is just your regular Burtney AFF that I love so much. Look at the colors that it brings. This is your regular form. This is not even. It's also stressing like that. It is so beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. And it's currently blooming. It's actually blooming nonstop, which I don't mind. The scent is buttered popcorn. So it's a bit salty and buttery, and I don't mind it at all. I love me some popcorn. So yeah, and it's dropping old flowers down below, but I really don't mind. I just vacuum it off, very easy. And it's in pond. All of my plants, by the way, in here, maybe 99%. I'm not quite sure actually if I've got everything, but they're in pond and in semi-hydro setup. Not exactly like in self-watering pot or anything like that. Some are in just catch pot. Like they sit on a puddle of water reservoir. That's it. And then here is anthurium silver blush cross with green mamba, I believe, and which is a type of papillilaminum. And this one also has been popping. Look at its new leaf right there. I love the pink veination and the heavy silvering. But yeah, it's got multiple pops in there. I haven't really touched it. So this is another example. This is an example of a pond, and it's just got a it's on a no drainage pot. And yeah, so I keep the water level to where it has the girth right there in the middle. So what do you call it? Girth. Next one is a plant that I have been very, very proud of. This is my very own hybrid, my very first hybrid. There's only 2 of these in the world, basically, because it's mine. I made it, right? But this is a hybrid of for luxuriant cross with forgetii, cross with dark forgetii. And as you can see, it's very rounded in shape, but my goal for this plant, for this cross, was to get a peltated or the forgetii form, which does not have sinus at all. And so far, this one has not been, has not given that, but I really didn't mind it because look at how dark and gorgeous this is. It's bullated like the luxuriant, but it is also very velvety. Look at that. It is just so beautiful for me. I am so proud of this plant, and it's also been very easy. It's just been sitting here and it's been thriving. And look, we have a new leaf, and look at, guys, it's peltated. This is it. Oh my god, I cannot explain how excited I am when I found this out, when I finally saw its shape. So I know it's hard to tell yet, but oh my gosh, it does not have a sinus, guys. I think I have achieved it. And the sibling, the one that was on rehab for quite a while, is also pushing out a new leaf, which I will show in a little bit. And that one was actually the one that is peltated from the get-go. It's got the forgetii form. That one has the stable peltated sinus. I'm not sure if this is going to continue on, but that's usually what happens to forgetii and forgetii hybrid. So they start out as heart shape, and then as it matures, it becomes round, like it loses its sinus. So we're just gonna have to see, and I'm so excited to see. I cannot wait to see this one opens. But anyhow, right behind it is my anthurium clarinervium that is very dear to me because it took me a while to finally figure this out. Really, I didn't really figure anything out, but it's finally happy is what I mean, because I changed nothing. It's still in pond. This one is actually in a no drainage vessel. It's just in a glass vessel. I want to show you, but it's really heavy vessel, so just please trust me. And it is also now has an inflow, and I'm so excited that it's happy right there, and I'm not touching it. This pot down here is in soil. Actually, it's in a coco coir perlite mix, and this is actually the bud cut of, oh yeah, this is the mother plant. I've already chopped this one, hence the chop over there. And since then it grew these two heads. There are two heads in here. This is my dark phoenix cross with Dresslery variegated, and it has the Oria variegation. So far it's been very stable. Not a lot on this leaf, but this is a new leaf on one of the heads, and it's looking great. So the mother plant is also doing great, and that one I am growing in the greenhouse, and it's very happy. So that is such a good sign of how strong this specimen is. So far, I will show you later in the greenhouse the top cut, and it's gorgeous. It's also blooming already. Yeah, and speaking of blooming, my gigantic, massive circus peanut hybrid. This is circus peanut cross with papillilaminum, and then cross with red crystallinum, cross made by Buzz Plants. Oh my god, such an easygoing plant and a fast grower indeed. Look at how big this is. This is my hand. Oh my god, it's not, look. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is huge, and it's been blooming. That was the first bloom, which I didn't do anything to it, and it also, I don't think that it produced enough pollen for me to harvest either, so I just left it alone basically. This one is receptive right there. But my plan is to just harvest the pollen if it gets one. I don't really want to ruin this right now because it's so aesthetic. I mean, you know, like I love how big it is and I have plans for it. Like it's definitely a standalone plant, type of plant specimen that like gives big impact in a space. So so that's why I'm trying to preserve the leaves, try to keep it healthy as possible and not ruin it, you know. And then, oh my God, it is thirsty. It's such an easy plant. This is in self-watering, and yeah, it's telling me that it wants food. And then we have right here, like I have mentioned, my pride and joy, my Monstera albo. And on the top, as you can see, I've beheaded this twice this year, and I will show both top cuttings, or both plants are thriving in the greenhouse, which I will show you later. This is its newest leaf, and it's definitely back. It's like it was never cut before, but there are technically 3 heads in here, but at the same time, I saw like at least 2 nodes that have woken up from my previous chop, which is exactly what's gonna happen when you cut your plant. It will wake up the rest of the nodes in the plant. Sometimes there's only 1 growth point, sometimes there's more. In this case, we have more. This is gonna turn into a massive bushy tree. This is the newest leaf right here on the branching down there. It just randomly branched its growth point down below instead of, usually it just starts a new one from the top, right? But not on this case, because I just think because it's happy enough, it's getting a lot of natural light from this west facing window we have here. And then I also have my grow light, which I turn on only 12 hours a day, but yeah, on schedule. So it's really happy. This plant is gonna be in my life forever, I think. This is the mother of all of my plants, basically. Yep. And then next from the top right there is my beautiful anthurium Wendy, my Wendlingerie. And look, I've just chopped this already. I mean, it's on its way out, and I took half of it to pollinate my anthurium pterodactyl, which is down here at the bottom. And as you can see, it's got a few different inflorescences that are fruiting or growing berries, but unfortunately it takes a while for these to mature. Like this is the first pollination right here, and we have some berries cooking, but it takes, I heard it takes a year for this to fruit completely. But at the same time, it is throwing some wonky leaves, which is exactly what happens when it's trying to conserve its energy to use up and growing its berries. I am so excited what this is gonna come, and I'm sure it's gonna be shared with you guys. So we have like 3 infructescens, and this one is the newest that I pollinated with the Wendlingerie. I'm not sure if it's a match or if it even works, but I know that it doesn't hurt to try. And that's it for this spot, and I will continue on in the greenhouse. This is in the dining area, and I still have a few plants in here that are acclimated into this corner. And this is east facing window, so it gets a good amount of morning sunlight, but not much. The interior wall color helps definitely bounce some of that light back to the plants, to this corner. So I think that makes some of these plants very happy. At the very top right there, I have, this is jade satin syndapsis. I actually inherited this from my good old friend Kat, and yeah, it's definitely giving a jungle vibe. Very easy to care for. It is currently in Lekka, as a matter of fact, but it's loving life up there. And then here I have, this is a red crystal. This is a TPF or that plant. Actually, this is NSE red crystal that I held back for myself. It's got some kind of, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe a fungal infection, who knows, but it's coming in with a new leaf that is going to pop out very soon. This one is a random, like no ID plant I got from Rooted Rarities on one of their live sale. It's got this new leaf right here. It's looking like crystal mag, to be honest, or just dark crystal, something crystal, but very chill and very dark for a crystallinum. I mean, I love it so much. And then we have over here hiding is our good old Methyl Splash, and I have propagated and harvested the more silver splashy cuttings that it has, but I also love how dark the foliage on this one, so I'm not giving it a lot of light. That is so intentional because I don't want it bleach, and it loves it. I think it looks better on her looking like that. And then we have here, this is a Papillolaminum Carla dress hybrid I got locally. I haven't really figured it out. It's got some kind of spider mite damage over there. And speaking of spider mite damage, this one too is going through, has gone through spider mites. I don't see any webbing. I don't see any spider mites anymore. And this is its current leaf. It's definitely looking gorgeous. I mean, if you love a forgetii, this is a forgetii by Bessier by Carla Blackier, and it's currently has inflorescence, and I'm very excited about that. And down here we have a propagation of the Methyl, the splashy that I was just telling you about, and it's on its way to trailing as well. And then my good old Dischidia rucifolia variegata is right here. It's going to be right there. I hope you can see it, but it's still looking very lush. There's some dead strands right there, but that happens sometimes. But I can also see little tiny white blooms that it has. It's probably ending already. But yeah, it's just chilling. It's still in its original soil form. The only plant probably that I have in soil currently. But so yeah, that's it. That's all the plants in that corner. And very, very nice. It definitely gives a little life in that very white corner there. This greenhouse has become more than just a place for plants. It's been my reset space, my thinking space, my reminder that growth doesn't need to be rushed. as we start this new year, I'm not chasing a new year, new me energy, you know. This feels more like new year, same love for plants, just deeper and more intentional. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I did clean up a little bit, but not so much, not perfect. So yeah, we're gonna start. Where are we gonna start? We always start here in this section right here, and I will try my very best to name every single one that I can. The ones that I can't will be on the screen as usual. So this glass shelf right here is I believe it's a Vitsjo IKEA shelf that I have thrifted through Facebook Marketplace, and it is holding a lot of my Hoyas, a lot of my trellised Hoyas, and I find it's very useful, very functional, very sturdy. As you can see, it's filled. Right, every space is filled, right? I know, and it's too crowded, I know, but it's winter. I have nowhere to put them right now, so they're all cramped up, but it's fine. They're all fine. Okay, so we're gonna start up top right here. This is my philodendron pink princess. I know there's not a lot of people that actually likes this plant anymore. I still do. The lineage of this particular plant actually is from Gabriella plants back in the day, and yeah, I have been trying to grow it better, and at this time it's in moss. It's growing in moss and moss pole. I actually added a Syndapsis, what do you call that? Mayari, variegated Mayari that I got as a gift from my friend Kath. So yeah, and it gets watered from this sprinkle from the top right there that runs every other day recently for like just 3 minutes to keep the moss bowl moist. And then here on the top, oh my god, okay, we can do this. So I have this beautiful trailing Hoya Yingyan Jansis, and oh my god, it's very long. I have propagated this once and already sold a bunch of cuttings and gifted my friends cuttings as well. But this other stem right here is reverting, so it is due for a chop again. So I think I'm gonna chop it right here where the last nice variegation is, and then hopefully some of the nodes down below will be activated and will branch out. And yeah, so it's only branched out once since the chop, but it's definitely gone very, very long. And I love the new leaves on this plant is pinkish, and it's not very pink right now because it's winter. You know, they're really not getting that much lighting. Even though it's in the greenhouse, we do have big mature trees that's blocking the sunlight in the afternoon, so it really darkens in here fairly quickly during the day. And then next to it is this Hoya species Sanghir. I think it's an Aceh variety, and what I love about this is, look at that, the texture of this plant. It's a little bit serrated. It's also very rigid, and that is something I love about Aceh. You know, it is also branching out right there. That is its new growth. This is actually one of my newest purchase. This is from North Austin Plant Co., which is a newer Hoya and Dischidia plant shop that I have been loving lately, and they have become popular in Palm Street as well. Do follow them because they do have really great specimen. Like this one, it's already in pond, and that's how they grow their plants, which is how I grow mine, so it's just perfect match. Anyways, Hoya Sanghir, beautiful texture and lance shape leaf, very elongated. And then we have, this is a gift from Anne or Sundial Hoya King that I got. Next over here, this is my Sulawesiana that is sun stressed right now. Usually it's really purple. Everything is purple, but like I said, it's winter, not getting enough lighting, but still has kept its sun stressing even though that's happening. Sulawesiana. My goal for Sulawesiana is to see the bloom, which I have not for years and years. I've had this for quite a while now, but as you can see, it's not in its great shape, and that is because it's just winter time. And yeah, hopefully we'll grow it better soon. I'm just gonna take the ones that's blocking the view so that we can show you. This one is my Pachawaralai Splash. I love the darker margin it's getting from the sun stressing, and the silver, it's also like pinkish right here. This is a silver dollar, Hoya silver dollar right here. Yeah, it's not in its best condition. This is Clementiorum, but very, very narrow, and it's got some dark veination also, and a little bit of splash. It's got very smooth backside and rough on the texture on the top side. And I have propagated this, but I can see some growth points already. And yeah, I can't wait to share my propagations with you all. And then at the back there is another, no, that's not a Clementiorum, but it kind of looks like a Clementiorum. This is, hold on, let me get it out. This one right here is my Aceh Gale Lewis. Okay, and this is how I bought it. As you can see, it's very flat, right? But so far, the leaves that I have grown in this greenhouse have this kind of texture, which I love better. Look at that. It's got raised veins like that. I have already propagated this one as well. And yeah, it's cooking right now. I don't think they're already rooted, but I love it. I can't wait to grow this even better, even more full than that, because right now it's a bit wonky. And then speaking of wonky, this is, who are you? This is Maniparensis. No, it's not Maniparensis. Who are you? I cannot read my own tag. Oh, Kanya Kumariana, not Maniparensis. It's like, what am I saying? Speaking of wonky, and yeah, not much to say. Ah! Oh no. One down, I just dropped my, who are you? My Hoya insularis, but she's fine. And yeah, she's fine. Next level right here we have, this is my Hoya erythrina, beautifully sun-stressed. I love the veining on this one. When it's fully sun-stressed, it's hard to see the vein, but the backside is also giving it. And then these are newer leaves, and as you can see the veining like that, and they're about to turn maroon as well eventually, but you can see the splashes that it has are also pink in color. Yeah, I love all the colors that this one gives, and I'm happy to have it. This one, okay, let's get her out of there so we can see what's inside. On the back right there is, who are you? I think that is my Crassi petiolata cross with Michelle, clone 1. And ooh, she's very dirty right now, but we have some new fresh tendrils, so it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. And then here is my Hoya Forbesii Silver. I got this with this cutting right here, and it's a mutated leaf. Look at that. It looks like Wilson from Castaway. Right. I just need to mark up some face over here. But the following leaves are somewhat normal. The leaf after that I grew, my first leaf, is this, and it's very bumpy, and I love that. And I really thought that it was gonna turn like this, but as you can see, we're back to normal leaf, which I don't mind at all. I love that high silver, although this one is not super high silver, but it's doing its thing, and I am glad. And then here we have, this is Hoya Carnosa Madara Green Edge, and I got this one with these 2 leaves right here, and as you can see, it's very high with the inner variegation and splashing. The leaves that I've grown so far are a bit shy. But as you can see, it's still there, but it's not as rounded anymore. And especially this very top leaf right here, which is one of the newest leaf, is almost pure green. There's a little variegation there, but I did chop the top to get a cutting, and I will show you later. I will be offering that in my plant sale that's coming soon. So yeah, Hoya Madara Green Edge that started as a 2-leaf 1-node cutting is growing well, except for all that reverted leaf, but that can be chopped later. And then here we have my variegated Mathilde that I grew from a starter plant. I got this one from Sam's Hoyas, I believe. I got a 2-leaf, I think 2-leaf 1-node cutting as well, and I have been repinning it back to the pot to make it look full, and also this way the other nodes will be rooted to the pot and hopefully branch out, which is exactly what's happening here. That's why, and I'm glad I did that. And that's another way to make your cutting, make your pot bushy. So just repin it, twirl it around, and yeah, wake up the other nodes and let it branch out. I love this plant. Mathilde is one of the coolest Hoyas that you can possibly grow. They're also very easy to grow. Yeah, no stress, just lots of Hoya love. And you saw my tumbling insularis, Hoya insularis. That's kind of like linearis. Yeah, it's due for a repot, as you can see. This one right here is Hoya Biacensis Splash that I got from Hoya is Life. recently as well. And yeah, she included that little gingerbread house trellis there, or pick. This is Hoya para albo with the outer variegation. This one stresses with red margin, and I love that. It's been very easy, but it has stopped growing this season, and because it's winter time. Okay, then we have here, this is Jira, Hoya Jira Silver. The new leaves that I've grown so far are reverting actually right there. So it came from highly splashy silvery like this to like less and less silvery. So I think it has something to do with the lighting and the condition that I give it. It probably doesn't like a lot of lighting, which I have noticed with silvery and splashy Hoyas. They want lesser lighting if you want more silver and splashy on them, because otherwise it will bleach. You lose the crispness of the silver, just like what's going on here, but that is the case right now. Okay, so here is a wonky birds of paradise. I don't know why they call it that, but my first leaf from it has suffered from aphids. Aphids got to it before I did, so yeah. We're waiting for it to recover someday. Okay, let's move down here. We have this is a Rhiannon, Hoya Rhiannon, and I love how adorable are these leaves. It's very thick. What is that? Is that mealybugs? No, it's perlite. So it's very thick. It looks like lily pad, and it's also veiny, starting to show some veins right there. The newer leaves have been wintered as well, as you can see. It's yeah, something's happening to it. It probably needs a repot, but it's also winter, so I'm trying not to repot anything right now until the weather gets better. Okay, next over here is my Hoya. Okay, actually this isn't mine, this is my friend's. This is Hoya Carrii with the outer variegation and also silver patches in there. And this one, as you can see, I hope you can see, but it's actually pure silver, or yeah, so it's gonna light up like this as it grows older. But yeah, it's some weird mutation, I believe. I don't think this is offered yet in the market, but we have gotten a this has been propagated. My friend has gifted me a cutting from this, and it's doing well, and it's pretty stable. The silver and the variegation is there, so I find it really interesting right there. Let me get it out of the way real quick. And then here we have, this is Hoya pubera, I believe. It used to be picta, and it's budding up right now. It's got very, very tiny buds right there, and it's also, I don't know, yellowing, but those are old leaves, and it's got lots of blooms. It's constantly blooming for me. It's super cute and whimsical. I love it. And then behind it is Hoya Wilbur Graves Silver, pure silver. I have gotten a bloom from this one once this year. And then we have, this is a Latifolia philea right here. Right now, I'm struggling with my latifolias, and I think I am stopping. I'm not even gonna try to have more latifolia in my collection if this one does not go well. So this is an original leaf when I got it, and then the leaves that came were thinner. Not only thinner, it's also bent like a taco like this. So I'm not sure what's going on. And I have heard that it's supposed to be its characteristic, but why does this one though? This one is curved the other way and it's thicker, so I have a problem with my latifolia. This is another methyl that I'm growing in pond. So I have one in soil still in its original substrate, and then this one is in pond right there just to test it out. This is Hoya New Guinea Ghost, and yeah, it's struggling. My New Guinea Ghost is also not very happy. I've been trying to revive it back and forth, but yeah, I'm hoping for better specimen for out of this plant someday. Then we have here Hoya Butii Albo, which also has some silver colors in there, by the way, which I look at this one especially. Wow, it's gorgeous. I cannot wait for the blooms on this one. Very, very fast, super chill plant to grow. Yeah, let me get it out so you can appreciate her more. Ooh, like this. I am messing everything up, but I want to be able to show you guys. So yeah, look, this one also has like, what is going on here? But look at this leaf. That is gorgeous. It's very thin, but very fast grower, like I said. And I cannot wait for the blooms. The blooms are supposed to be very fragrant. Oh, but speaking of blooms, we have a bud. Is that a bud? It is. I am so excited about that. Oh my goodness. Hoya Butii Albo. Okay, we're going back in, and then we have, that is Hoya Australis Albo that I got from my friend Anne. Once again, she hand delivered this to me, and it has been growing a lot of fully variegated. There's also a hole. Let's get it out. Okay. So yeah, it's giving me fully variegated like this, but it's all holding on to it a lot. I mean, for a long time. So at the back there, I have erythrostemma. That is erythrostemma silver, supposedly. What is that? And then we have, this is, oh, I want to take that out. So this is my diversifolia with inner variegation. I'm not quite sure if it's Maharani. I have been confused about this. Can somebody please enlighten your girl? Is this a diversifolia Maharani? I did get it as diversifolia, variegated diversifolia. So, and that was before the Maharani came out. I'm not sure if the Maharani came before or after, or they changed the name or something. But yeah, it started very wonky, like so. The variegation all, you know, like lame. But as you can see here at the top, starting to look really nice. And I'm here for it. Hoya diversifolia. This is a Hoya rinsii species, Hoya rinsii species Cho. Not sure what that is, but I got it from Jax's Jungle. Look at that. I love how really dark the leaves are, and it's got some splashes also, and it's very rigid. I don't know. No, I don't know much about it just yet, but it's hanging in there. This is Hoya Bahoy, and it's not looking great. We're moving down here. Hold on, let me just get rid of this stuff. Before we do that, let's take a look. This is Hoya verticillata MA07. This is actually my friend's. I am babysitting it, but also for sale. So if you guys want this in your collection, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram for the ones that are for sale. Let me know which one you like. So this is the Hoya verticillata MA07. Oops. Yeah. And then we have, this one is my Dion spinolosum. And this was living outdoors for a while. But I brought it back in during winter time because there has been record-breaking cold here in Berkeley. So yeah, I didn't want to lose it. But I also learned that this type of plant can actually survive here in Berkeley, in our area, because I saw it in UC Botanical Garden. And yeah, this is a type of cycad, by the way, I believe. Okay, and then we're gonna go through there, but first let's remove this stuff. Okay, so down here we have, this is a Hoya subquintuplinervis albo with the large form. This is a large form that they have. I got this from Cactus and Exotics, and I love that this particular leaf has inner variegation in there as well. Prolific bloomer from me. It actually had another peduncle that fell off down there, but we have this to enjoy later. And then we have, who are you? Oh no, I don't know who this is. Mary Alice, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's got like, it's almost like a bovada, but it's not. Okay, and then we have, this is Wilbur Graves China. This is my friend, another one of my friends, and it's also for sale. This whole thing is for sale. And then we have, what is that? This is Griffithii silver. I don't really like it very much. The silver is really not silvery, like compare. It's very dull silver, if you know what I mean. Like, as you can see, it's very silver, and this looks like very flat, right? So I'm probably gonna sell this one as well. This is Rhyme silver or splash. Yeah, I don't like it very much either. It's not, yeah, I'm probably doing something wrong in here. I'm not giving it the right condition. This one is a newer leaf, and it's still lime greenish in color. And yeah, I want to wait for the bloom, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, and then we have this one. I haven't shown you guys, but this is Hoya chunila cross with, hold on, let me see. This is Hoya chunila cross with UT158 cross made by Jax's Jungle. This was original hybrid that they had, and oh, the tip is also okay. It needs help, but it's been very fast, I'm curious to see what type of flowers it has, since it's really new to the market. And oh, I can see thirsty, but oh no, I can see a little wrinkly in here, as you can see. See that? It's a little wrinkly. I might have to check this out. Something's going on with this plant. I can feel it. I can feel it's telling me something. Then in the back over there we have, that is just species North Sumatra, and nothing spectacular. Right here on the side I do have, this is my Adansonii Japanese tricolor that I actually chopped in between each node to start it over. These are all like grown, new growth from since I've chopped it. Some are, they need help. I need to separate it. I need to separate it already. You see, because they're just growing in there in the moss bowl basically, which is not so bad. It's seen worse days actually than this, worse condition than this. So yeah, it's fine. And then another Adansonii. This is the Indo Mint, I believe, and oop. It's also, yeah, this is not looking great. I don't like Adansonii anymore. It's not looking great for me. They tend to drop their lower leaves as well, so we're moving on from that. This is type of Syngonium chiapense, variegated right here, and it's in a moss bowl, and you can see the leaf sizes as it climbs up the pole, and it's definitely getting bigger. This is very highly variegated, and it looks like the new leaf is also full, almost full variegated, so great. So it's probably gonna be chopped and propped once more. Okay, and I think that concludes that one glass shelf right there. Let me tidy up a little more so that we can proceed. Okay, so we are moving on in this area, but before that I also want to point out that I do have my propagations in there, and this has been such a great propagation bin for a lot of my Hoyas. These are Hoya Shangdao cuttings that I am rooting currently. And if you notice, I also have I have leafless cuttings, which I have grown successfully before, so I didn't want to waste it. Might as well, I thought, try and propagate them as well. And a few other propagations here. This is a Kanya Kumariana inner variegated that is currently dropping some leaves. I then repinned it to itself again to make it bushy, and I think it's rooted multiple times in the vine, but I can't really tell. A few small alocasia tissue culture here that I'm hoping to grow. We have mint dragon scale there, we have simple albo, we have scalprum over there, we have, this is a plug of Phlobe, or the Florida Beauty cross with Tortum. Excited to see what's gonna happen with that. And yeah, a few more over here. Oh no. So yeah, we have some struggling cuttings right there, but that's okay. It will survive. This is my work desk. That's where I do most of my filming as well. This serves as my studio, and I know that's obvious, right? So on top of the desk here, I have my almost reverted philodendron caramel marble, but the newest leaf has some variegation, not much. The leaf before that was the first variegated leaf I've had after 3 leaves of reverted, which makes me happy because it's coming back. I have a feeling it's gonna come back really good for me. And check this out too, by the way. I've noticed this the other day. So I think it's about to bloom. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about that. I mean, I don't even know what to do with that. Like, it's harder to pollinate philodendrons. I think it has to be a specific time when they're ready to be pollinated. But I think I'm gonna do more research and maybe try it for just to experience it, you know. This one right here is my turtle back that I got from Home Depot recently. It's still alive. There are 2 plants in here, so the plan is to split them apart and hopefully, oh, I can see some growth over there. So I think it is already fully acclimated. I love the texture. This is Labesia, a type of Labesia, and I have another Labesia Riau somewhere, but I especially love this one because of its texture, and it's how crazy is that. I just find that is mesmerizing for me. All the texture, oh my god. And then here we have, this is Hoya marginata, my most recent Hoya purchase from, this is from UPT, and it's currently acclimating in this greenhouse. I kept it in here, and so far it's been doing that. All these black spots were not there when I received it, and I think that is cell bursts from the light exposure in here in the greenhouse, which I find it odd because of the amount of sun stressing that it has. I just assumed that it was growing in the greenhouse as well and in almost similar condition, but it could also be cold damage. If you guys know what's going on, it's very firm, which gives me hope. And nothing is yellowing yet. I don't see any bug. I think it's an acclimation thing. So I can see it in most of the leaves. But I think the key is that it's staying firm. So yeah, I have my fingers crossed because I really love this plant. And the veining, look at that, it is so gorgeous, right? Once again, Hoya marginata. Wow, so beautiful. And then let's go to the top hanging anthurium. Right here is my anthurium red spider crossed with forgetii, and you can see the red veins on the back, and it's not much red veins on the front like it's supposed to have, but we have a new leaf and I'm hopeful that it's gonna be peltated. This is somewhat peltated, but it still has a sinus, as you can see. But yeah, it's got a new leaf, so yeah, I think it's happy. And then another hanging anthurium I have here is, this is papillilaminum cross with Dock Block, I believe, Dock Block hybrid. So look at that, is the newest leaf, and there is something going on with the veins here. I have sprayed it with 70% alcohol to get rid of some spider mites that it had, so I think it's side effect from that. The other leaf also is somewhat showing that. So yeah, but the new leaf does not have it, but it also looks very healthy. And oh my gosh, I love how dark it is, and the veins, oh my god, it is beautiful. Yeah, and it's happy to be up there. It's got inflorescence on the top as well. Okay, what else? I'm gonna climb up so I can show you what I have up here. Not much, it's a bit chaotic, forgive me, but I do have this Rhipsalis paradoxa that I want to show because it is long, very long. Oh my god, I grew this from, it's still in its substrate, which is a soilless medium, and yeah, it's been trailing. It's amazing how beautiful it is at the bottom, especially because it's a lot meatier. Hold on, here you can see that it's chunkier at the bottom. I love that. I probably need to propagate this one before it hits the ground. And then we have, this is my Huperzia sclerosa, and it's in a I tried to make kokedama, but it was harder to keep it moist, so I put it back in the pot but kept the kokedama ball right there. And I do keep water in here, like a small amount of water, because it likes to be watered more. And we have some new growth right here. Yeah, it's the only Huperzia that I have that is thriving right now. The rest have declined quite fast, actually. This is Begonia Witlacucci variegata that I propagated to bring back the variegation, which I can safely say that is successful, as you can see. So I can probably chop this again to promote more variegation on some parts. Yeah, like I completely remove all the leaves without the variegation so that it will use its energy to grow and activate from the other nodes and hopefully get more variegation. And that's pretty much what you can do for reverting begonias. I got this one for $10 from like Gardens by the Bay or something like that in San Jose. Another one of the events that I've gone with my friends, and yeah, this is looking great. It's in coco coir perlite mix with self-watering, however, so that I can water easily, or I can see from below if it needs water or not. So I just keep the reservoir filled with water. Not right now, as you can see it's pretty empty, but that's how I care for it. Then we have, that is a Coroniana. We have a Syngonium there and Ponderata, regular Ponderata over there. Okay, moving on, we have a tray of plants for sale there that I just stuck it in there. Some are Hoyas, some Alocasia, Silver Dragon, Aurea. There's variety in there. Some anthuriums that I am going to get rid of also. I'm probably not going to be able to ship them, so if you're local, come and get them. This is anthurium cinnamon swirl cross with Tim's black. Okay, I think what's SG? I think this is from Silver Chrome Gardens, but I don't know why it's only SG. But I did get it from the Homebody when they were having their live sale. And then we have, this is a Tizula No ID and also struggling. The newest leaf is stunted, which I'm kind of sad about because I really love this anthurium. I love that it's mysterious. I don't know what it is, but it's also showing characteristics of a bevep or the antolakai that I don't have. And yeah, I'm waiting, but you can see we have some live roots, so I don't want to touch it. Maybe it's just winter, you know? Yeah. And then at the back we have, that is Dark Phoenix right there. It had some spider mites, I believe, for a while, but yeah, I don't know. So there's a lot of winter defects right now with my anthuriums. And yeah, oh, this one actually has a new leaf right here, so that's great. Yeah. And then what is this? I don't know. I don't even know. Okay, yeah, we're moving down. This one is a, what is this? RLFSF2. That was a new leaf, and it's got very wide sinus right there. The leaf before it is really dark, and it's got like really I think it's nice to show how red the back, oh my god, the veins on the back is to die for in this anthurium. But look at that, holy crap, it is nice. Yeah. Then we have, this is FTG Crystal cross with RLFS, and look at that, I love it. I love the shape on this one. It's very daggery and also spidery. Okay, here we have, this is silver mint coin trailing right now, right there. And this is actually from my friend Kat also. And then at the back we have there, this is Sungwookie. That is Sungwookie. This is Hoya Tangamus albo, verticillata tangamus albo. And then at the back there, what is that? Another silvery Hoya verticillata silver ghost. That's what it's called, silver ghost. And I put it back there to hopefully encourage more silver but we'll see. And then we have pubic calyx is hiding back there also. It's getting lighting from the wall, and it's got splashes in there also. So this is pubic calyx, Royal Hawaiian purple, albo splash, all that. And it's got some pink, very pink, and fully, oh my god, got this fully variegated strand over here. Oh wow, it's beautiful though. It's beautiful, even though they're probably gonna die soon. But so far it's holding on to them, all of them. How many? Oh my god, a lot of fully variegated leaves, but super chill. There's branches. Oh my god, it's beautiful. This plant is gorgeous. I need to get it out so I can enjoy it more. And then here, my one of my top Hoyas here, my Shangdao silver, it's still here and it's beautiful. I have chopped, I took lots and lots of cuttings from it, but I don't see any sign of growth from the cut yet, but I am excited for when the new growths pop out. It should explode in growth from all the cuttings I took. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. This is another NSC red crystal that I grew from seed. And yeah, it's got some really weird veining right there as a youngster. But this is its new leaf. And the veins are coming through now. So I'm not sure of the characteristic that it's going to bring. But I held back a few of my NSC red crystal because red crystal is something that everyone should have. They're so easy, and look, I really love that. And then that is AH099 right there in the back, and nothing fancy. Then we have a carry with the outer variegation right here. And then we have, this is Megalaster. This is Hoya Megalaster. And I only want to see the blooms on this one. The leaves are lame. Yeah. I also probably need to trim because the tips are dried up, but we'll take care of them soon enough. I missed a few of my sporling over here. I'm sorry. These are platycerium sporling that I am growing in a this is a glass, like a candle holder sort of vessel, and so far it's working for me. It's able to, I have moss and its original substrate in there, some pond even in there, but yeah, so far it's okay. It's able, I water through this hole. It's got this little tiny hole there, and I soak it, and yeah, I only have to water it like probably once a month. Same with this one. I took a pop from the mother. So this is a wanda, some type of platycerium wanda. This one is I forgot what it's called. It will come back to me later. But this is a Veitchii, some type of platycerium Veitchii right there. And yeah, they're super chill. They're growing. I've grown all this fronds right there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I do have a random Monstera. Oh shoot, hold on. I have another Monstera right there. That is the, what are you? Oh my gosh, I can't. My brain is not working right now. Hold on. Okay, next level. We are getting closer to the rehab section over here, but not this one. This is Papillilaminum cross with AOS dark form, cross made by Scott Cohen actually. And this is its newest leaf right here, and so far it's holding on to 4 leaves at the moment. Actually, it is Tazula AOS cross with Papillilaminum. Yeah, that's what it is. And then a few anthuriums that are struggling down below. AOS red crystal purple right there. This is Magnificum parrot feathers. But yeah, they're struggling, like I said. That is my Carla Blackier one of my Carlas right there. And she's on struggle bus. So is my luxurian right there. And papillilaminum right there, that something is eating it, making all those holes. And I believe it's some type of caterpillar. I think like a moth caterpillar is eating it. So let's not waste your time down there, and let's move on to this side, the pretty side of the greenhouse. This is my favorite wall. Oh my goodness. It's got varieties of different species, favorite plants in my collection. And starting with, this is a philodendron bipennifolium, also known as horsehead, also known as violin. And yeah, this one is staying strong, very consistent with its growth, very stable. Although it started as a reverting cutting, and I had to propagate it myself to bring the variegation back, but I only had to do it once, and it continued on to look really pretty in my opinion, and very strong so far. So it went through winter like nobody's business, and yeah, it survived all that with zero yellowing. Yeah, so yeah, kind of like this one better than Florida Beauty now because of how strong it is so far. That is another Platycerium madagascariense that I got online, and look, it's about to shoot out a frond. I am excited, and this one gets its water from the sprinkle on the top, and I haven't done anything else. It's still in its original moss situation there, but yeah, it's growing. So yeah, I don't think I have to do anything anytime soon. Next to it is my beautiful bushy Hoya Hoischkeliana. It is also currently blooming on many places, and I'm very happy with how this plant is growing, and it loves it in here. The new leaves are so beautiful, and it can get redder than that, brighter than that with better lighting. But yeah, and then this is my tissue culture Biliaceae, variegated Billy, and oh my gosh, it's suffering from winter. As you can see, it already lost a couple of its leaves, but it's hanging in there, and I can feel a new leaf is about to come also. As you can see, it's already breaking out of the spike there, but this is its newest leaf, a perfect, almost perfect half moon color, and the variegation is very dull because of the not enough sunlight, not enough lighting, but you can see how beautiful. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Wow, it is gorgeous. And speaking of gorgeous, let's jump into this beautiful, super highly variegated top cutting, not cutting anymore, it is its own big plant now. But this is my Monstera albo. This is the oldest plant piece from the mother plant that I have in the living room. And I have another top cut actually that is on the side of this greenhouse, the other side, and I will show you later. The newest leaf is so long. It's a bit elongated like that, and it's got many secondary holes. So cute. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna grow any bigger because of winter, so they tend to do that, but it's holding on to a lot of its variegated white colors, which I am very, very happy about. Such a beautiful specimen, such a beautiful genetics. I got really, really lucky because this one started as not that really variegated, but one of my first rare plant that has kept me in the hobby, and I still love it very, very much. I'm having a hard time. I'm supposed to like sell this, but how am I supposed to sell this? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep this one and the mother plant, and I'll sell the other top cutting, which I'll show later. And then we have over here this beautiful peacock looking Campharia pulchra, I believe, variegated, and it has sprouted multiple shoots in there. Actually, it wasn't that small of a plant when it started, but it definitely shot out a lot and made it look very full. And oh my god, look at the colors. This is even more vibrant in springtime. And yeah, it is just gorgeous and very easy as well. I have it in soil because I'm afraid I'm afraid to touch it because it's really happy and it's pretty forgiving with the watering as well. So vibrant, I love it. It's popping, and oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. It's a type of ginger, I heard. And then next to it is my anthurium Carla Blackier with luxurian, and you can see the Carla shape from that, but it's really very strong with the luxurian texture. It's not velvety. It's got the luxurian texture, overall texture pretty much. It's a bit flat than the original luxurian, but yeah, you can tell the spider veins like that's from the Carla. There are two heads here, and this one is blooming. This one is about to produce some pollen, and this one is about to be receptive, which is great. So I'm just gonna rub them together and maybe make babies. But yeah, I love the growth pattern is similar to Carla Blackier also. Like it kind of hangs on the side facing the light source. On the back, I want to show, oh, it's also very heavy. But on the back, I don't want to skip this beautiful chibi. This is my Hoya chibi right here that started as a one leaf wonder right there. That is the original leaf. And oh my gosh, it's also budding. You can see the bud right there. It's very small. See if I can focus right there. It's very small, but yeah, I'm very excited to see that one and how the flower is gonna look. But look at these one leaf right there. I've always highlighted this leaf because it just amazes me so much, because look at how tiny. It's supposed to stay small like this. It's a mutation from the round form Callistophylla, I believe. And I was told we're supposed to starve it, like really not feed it to stay small. But I find that really, I don't know if I want to do that. Poor thing. I wouldn't want to do that, because I love this though, so I don't really mind it. So I just want to care for it, and if it wants to grow this big, I'm gonna let it be, right? Because I think it's gorgeous regardless how big it is. And then here we have, this is my variegated anthurium. This is Dark Phoenix cross with Dresslerie, and it looks like something ate its, oh my god, something ate its inflow, or I must have dropped it. Oh my goodness, let me just get rid of it. This is a top cut, by the way. You have seen my bottom cut, or the mother plant that is in my living room plant wall, and they're thriving. So this is, its top cut's definitely bigger and more mature, and the variegation, it's not that clear on this leaf, but it tends to lighten up and be more pronounced as it matures, but I still love it. It's got more over here, but it's the oldest leaf, so it's crisping up a little bit, which is fine. This is its newest leaf right here that came out during storm. I think it's already stunted. It's just, that's how it's gonna grow. It's not gonna get bigger than that, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah. And then over here we have, this is my Hoya carnosa freckle splash that I love so much. This is from Anne that I got as unrooted cutting, and it has grown so much. Splashy, oh my god. It always gets me. It never fails to amaze me on how splashy it is, and the splash on it are really, really splashy. Look at that, really silver. The contrast is great too. I believe this is from getting too much sun. It must be hitting some of the suns. Next to it is my good old Hoya elephant. It's not as sun stressed anymore, but it's definitely grown. This is the original cutting is down here at the bottom, and it's still here. And yeah, this is my favorite leaf from it, and I cannot wait. I remember that this will sun stress, the leaves will turn really like apple red in spring, so I cannot wait to see that once again. But so far this has just been loving it in here in the greenhouse, so yeah, I cannot wait to get more leaves from this. It is, although it's already big and it's taking up a lot of space, but one of my favorite Hoya for sure. Big leaf Hoya. Next is, this is my Dorayaki cross with Forgetii that I got as a wonderful gift from Jonah. And yeah, I love it so much. She's given me two seedling, and I potted them together because I wanted it to be a bushy pot, and it's giving. And look at this leaf. It's got ruffles. It's got minimal sinus. It's very, very silvery, but dark background, dark velvet leaf. It's just nice. Such an easy grower. Oh my god, it's got inflorescence. One of the plants has inflorescence. I cannot wait to hybridize with that, because it seems like a very, very strong plant. And then yeah, that concludes that top, I think. So yeah, that's done. Below here is my old IKEA cabinet that right now I am using to house my seedlings. It's my Besse Af cross with dark crystal seedlings that I grew. I have pollinated myself, And yeah, it's been a struggle bus, really. There's, yeah, I think it's too cold in here for them, but I have no space right now, so I'm probably gonna offer it sooner rather than later before they die on me. I don't know, but I was able to repot them into their respective pots. They're in like a 2-inch pot. Some are doing better than the others, but yeah, they're still here. That is an ace of spade right there that I am rehabbing. Yeah, bunch of baby anthurium rehab. So this is the mama of all the seedlings. This is my Bessie AF that carried all of these babies. And look, it's got an inflow again, but it's finally happy. It has 3 leaves, 3 beautiful leaves right now, but yeah, it's also got maidenhair fern in there. Yeah. And then we have this is my alocasia, not Ziberina, Sarian, variegated Sarian. It's currently on a break, on a winter mode, and it's got 2 leaves. The other leaf is right here, but yeah, it's dormant right now, but it's gotten big definitely. And then there is a mint, no ID, Monstera mint down there, but this is the large form mint, no ID. The newest leaf is reverted, but the stem is showing some beautiful colors, so I'm gonna wait for that. I have some random Thai constellation over here, and then this beautiful, oh my gosh, this is my Monstera Burrow Marks Flame. Look at the newest leaf, is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. The leaf before it is also really pretty, but it's facing up because this plant really needs a lot of lighting, and I am going to chop the top because the bottom is struggling, as you can see. So it definitely is begging for a chop and prop, I think. But the top 3 leaves are perfect and mature. Look at that. The newest leaf especially. Oh my god, it is the most beautiful Monstera form, I think. Yeah. And that is my giant Platycerium alcicorn from Madagascar. And holy cow. Some of the fronds are browning off, but we have some new that are coming in, so these are gonna get chopped eventually. But yeah, it is, I think, due to be separated from its pop, so there's a lot already in that block. Yeah. Yeah, that is another Platycerium over there. That is King Kitchahud, I believe, and I love its form. I had to chop the other frond because it has browned up, but it's got basal frond that is growing right now and wrapping itself. It's such a great form right there. Okay, so I have all this acrylic boxes of more props, so we're not gonna go through that. I'm gonna save you guys the headache. Okay, and now we're moving on to this side of the greenhouse right there. Let's start with this corner right here. At the very top, I have some very nice philodendron still. I especially am excited about this one. This is green Congo albo. It's not the nuclear Congo that we see often in the market. and this one actually reverted for me, but I was able to bring it back, and look at that new leaf is looking very nicely variegated. And I love the pink stems that it gets also, but oh my god, seems like a very firm, very hardy philodendron. Look at that, it is nice. I love that. Sorry. And then we have, ooh, I think it's dry. This is a pop that came out of the mint new ID that is reverted. So as you can see, this one, if the other one is reverted, this one is fully variegated. So yeah, this one is in Coco Core Perlite because I'm thinking of selling this one, but I think I'm probably gonna keep this one instead of the other. And then we have, this is a piece of my Hoya Bella Lidabui that I plucked out of my pot that is living in the living room. I'm happy to still have a piece of it, which I'm also going to propagate soon because it branched out a few times. Yeah. And then here is, who are you? This is another philodendron, radiatum, I believe. Yes, this is philodendron radiatum. It's got like some type of a green on green variegation. The newest leaf is beautiful right there, but this needs to be climbing. Yeah, but I finally got the shape back. Hold on, let me see if I can get it out so you can see the colors better. Right there. Oh yeah, much better. Look at that. Philodendron radiatum that I got as a cutting, and I have propagated it a few times, and I'm keeping this one because it's looking gorgeous. It probably needs a repot as well, but yeah, radiatum. Shucks. Another one. Okay, everything's fine. But the most damage that I do to my plants is when I'm doing this. Really. But everything's fine. Nobody's hurt. Nobody got hurt. Okay, so at the very top right there, I have this is my philodendron Whippleway. This is the thigh form, I believe. And then here I have, this is one of my favorite Forgetii. This is the Forgetii dark form. This is a piece of from Bunny. This is from Bunny from Instagram, or Amanda as they call her. I don't know her at all, but that's what my seller told me. And this one actually has some type of sport variegation right down the middle right there. And it's also got a inflow, which I'm very excited because I want to self this one. I want to take the pollen and self-pollinate it because I want to preserve that darkness. And yeah, it's really, the light is not giving it justice, but such a beautiful, beautiful specimen, I believe. Yeah. And then next we have a bunch of fungus gnats. What the heck? And then here is my philodendron UPI variegated. What is that? This is its new leaf right here. And I got this locally from Minnie. And then over here is my white princess. Believe it or not, this is a white princess that's turning into a tricolor. As you can see, it's got some beautiful half moon bubblegum pink that I am obsessing about. Oh my gosh. So I chopped my mother plant into many single node cutting, and a few of them came out with pink variegation like this that I did not expect at all, but it seems stable because you can see it from the stem, and I cannot wait to see that new leaf. New leaf is about to pop out as well. Yeah, very, very beautiful. This is my TPF red crystal, that plant friend red crystal that I got locally. I still have it. I love it. I love how different it is from other red crystal. The shape itself is very different, and it's got like pink veining and high silver and very red also. So yeah, it's also mature now to have a flower. This is Michelle, anthurium Michelle, and it only has this leaf because I chopped the rest of them. And then this is Methyled Splash right here. That is my friend's. This is Cat's also, and it's available for sale. Look how gorgeous that is. It's already really full and really splashy. So slide a DM, guys, if you want any of the ones I've mentioned that are for sale. At the back over there is another anthurium. What is that? That is Portile, Indonesia, Indoport. And then who is you? Think it's Novelty G Ace of Spade. That is wonky. I don't know what to do with that. And then at the back or at the front is a, oh my god, a fully white golden dragon. This is variegated golden dragon. And then its sibling right here. They both have full variegation now. I don't know. They're just very suicidal type of plant. Type of philodendron. At the back here is another Whippleway. That is the US version. Right there. And it's got very nice pink on the new leaf, and wow, it's highly variegated. That's why it's very slow as well, but it's still growing, and I'm happy about that. And then I have this random, this is Dresslery. This is Eastern Dress actually, but a fern as trying to beat it out of its pot. So I need to rehab that and repot it. Okay, and then we have this gorgeous Homalumina pink diamond, or the CF aromatica, I believe. And oh my god, this plant is such a big surprise for me this year. It definitely flourished this year like never before. I never expected it to be as bushy as it is now. It slowed down a bit. Like the leaves for the winter are coming out really small. And I think that's because, one of them is about to bloom. I'm gonna need to research about that, but it's ready to be propagated, I think, by division. And I waited a little while before I do that, because when I was doing my research about it, I learned that it's very finicky as a pup, so it's better to wait until the pup gets bigger before you separate them from the mother plant. And the last thing I want is to ruin this, because right now it's really beautiful. So I think I'm gonna wait for springtime to do that, just in case. And then moving on to the next level, I have a few more anthuriums, forgetii in there. just a regular forgetii, which I find it very, very hard to grow, really. The hybrids are better. This is another forgetii dark form right here. And yeah, I love this one. This one is elongated. Look at that. It's so cool. I think this is the lineage is from Selby's Garden. Forgetii Dresslerie. Apparently, that's what it is. And then Dock Block AOS something. Yeah. More down there. This is the one I got from Home Depot. The silver blush looking thing. And then this is another red crystal, I believe. And it's got a new leaf that's about to pop out. Make sure it's got some ways. Okay. So this bushy, beautiful thing right here is the, what do you call that? Aluminum plant. And I got this as a starter plant from Peace, Love, and Happiness online. And oh my gosh, it's just been thriving. This plant is in soil, as you can see down there. But it's very, very thirsty. And the key is, so I have it here and I keep water and nutrients in there, and I don't wait for it to dry up at all, because it wilts very, very fast and it's not gonna forgive you. You're gonna have to start over. So I've learned my lesson, and that's how I keep them happy. Very thirsty, but also I love the lushness it brings down here, right? And then this is, oh, I'm so proud of this, is a, which one is this? Oh my God, this is an orchid. It's an Australian type of orchid, and it's very, very fragrant. I forgot what it's called, but I'll have it on the screen. Look, it's gonna rebloom for me. I am so excited. This would be my first time that able to rebloom an orchid, period. And it couldn't happen to a better plant. Oh my God, this plant. I got this from POE, Pacific Orchid Expo, I think last year. Yeah, I cannot wait. This is so fragrant. Okay, next is my Hoya wall, mostly Hoyas anyways, right there. So I'm gonna try to speed it up, okay, because we are approaching an hour and a half. And yeah, okay. So here we have Rosita right here with very nice sun-stressed margin. You've seen my Bella that does oh my God, tumbled down. This is Hoya mirabilis that is budding up right now. My nails is so dirty. I need to wash my hand. This is Mini Belle. This is the Shedia hirsuta right there. And this is Amarillo. This is Amarillo. This is Lacunosa Amarillo, but I forgot about you. So I learned that Lacunosas don't like this greenhouse very much. I think it's too bright and too cold at night. So I need to move her. Oh my goodness, sorry. This is Hoya engleriana that is growing wonky like that. And this one is also getting super bleached, as you can see. Yeah, I probably need to move it indoors somewhere. It's not too bright, but it's also got like buds. So yeah, I don't know. This is Carnosa, another Carnosa, I think. Snowball, something. Snowball. This is my cutting that I was telling you about, the carry eye with the silver and variegation. This is Hoya Bonnie. Oh my gosh. It's got new sets of leaves. Whoa, it's gorgeous. I really, really love the color on this one. This one gets darker as it matures. I love that splashing that it has. Oh my god, it is pretty. I'm gonna face it this way. And then this is a type of Herpetia that I propagated in coco coir, mixed coco coir perlite, and it worked. Look, it's branched out a few times. So yeah, this is another Bella that I got from my mama. And then we have, this is Changi Albo, Hoya Changi Albo. This is the green version of the Shedia rucifolia. This is Clemenciorum. It's called Green Splash. I don't know why they call it that, but ooh, it's getting entangled, but there's new growth right there. Okay, who are you? This is Dalton Henry, Carnosa Dalton Henry, Sigillatus round form. I love the new leaves on the Sigillatus are highly silver and pink also. Like it gets sun stressing. I had a hard time growing Sigillatus, and so far this is the only one that is staying alive for me. And ooh, it's actually dry. And then here we have, oh, I need to, this is my variegated, I think this is Thanksgiving cactus, but holiday cactus. And it's bloomed. This is the end of its bloom. Next is Thompsonii, one of my most favorite texture of Hoya. It's pubescent, as you can see, and the new leaves, especially on the new leaves. And this one actually is currently blooming. It's currently blooming. It's got this beautiful pink blooms. Look at that. How gorgeous. Wow, it smells really great also. Then we have this sun-stressed sunrise right here. Hoya Sunrise. Ever so classic and beautiful. Then down here I have, this is PM 171. This I believe is another, I don't know what this is. Colina. Oh yeah, this is Colina no ID. And I got it as with like round and splashy leaves, but the leaves I'm getting now are like elongated somehow. I don't know. Okay, and then we have serpents. Oh wait, is this serpents or Shaoji? I think this is actually Shaoji. This is the serpents AFF. Then we have, this is Wilbur Graves Russia. Very slow, very little. Also, I don't know why. It probably needs a repot, that's why. This is my micro dwarf. Hoya micro dwarf. And it's tiny, hence the name micro dwarf. And then we have, this is rotundiflora, Hoya rotundiflora with the platypus shape leaves. Then we have, what is this? Who are you? I'm not sure who you are. I believe it's also PM 171. And then over here is the Shedia major right there. And these are hollow leaves inside, and it's actually like this because it provides a shelter for ants. So it has this symbiotic relationship with ants so that the ants will protect it from other bugs, from harmful bugs, and they get to have their leaves as their home. So I find that very, very interesting. Wait a minute. This is the Dalton Henry. Oh my God. This one I think is Mary Alice. I don't know. Carnosa. It's a type of Carnosa, but I think this is the Dalton Henry now. Yeah, because I remember the peduncles and constant bloomer also. Where else? You seen that one? Oh, this one is Carry Spot. So the variegation has some green spots on it. That's it. Then we have Dischidia, dragon jade, something. Dragon jade. So I've always wanted this, but it's very hard to grow. Right now it's in fawn, and so far it's happy, but it's winter and it's yellowing also, so it probably needs something. But yeah, I can see some new growth, so I'm gonna leave it alone until winter really is the plan for a lot of these plants. Down here is, this is brachychiton rupestris. It's a tree. This was another one that was living outdoors, but I brought it back in because I wanted to maybe shape it, turn it into like a bonsai plant. I just love it. I feel like this is gonna look great in like a very nice aesthetic pot. And yeah, brachychiton. It's 425, and as you can see, the lighting situation has dropped tremendously. Our heater also started running because the temperature also dropped already below 60. So this little heater right here is the only thing that is saving me and these plants this winter, and so far it's good enough. I know it could be better. This is set automatically and it automatically turns on when the temperature drops. So we still have all these plants to go through, and then hanging plants over here. I mean, I'm not gonna go through every single propagation, but these are plants I'm gonna be selling in my website. And then I do have some notable Hoyas in there in this cabinet that I am rehabbing and acclimating, and I wanted to show you guys that one. And then this is the sink area. I know it's probably a bunch of noises going on right now, but I do have this sink, and then I have more tools and whatnot that I need. So it's a little bit chaotic. I try very hard. This is like the hardest part to keep clean, is the sink, because I'm constantly repotting something, and I just quickly cleared this one. This is usually filled with other plants too. But I have this also, talking about chaotic. This is another shelf that is holding a lot of propagations, and that I'm gonna be selling. And then a lot of rehab also that I'm rehabbing. So this is a handy dandy cart that I would pull out like that so that my props can get some lighting right there. So yeah, a bunch more to cover. Probably gonna speed through it because I don't think you wanna see every single pot, right? It's just a repeat of my mother plants. So I don't really have that much important or notable plants here to highlight, except for this beautiful mican that I've propagated on each node as well, because it's very leggy, as you can see. And I did it before winter time so that hopefully it will root and sprout by spring, hopefully, but we shall see. So yeah, lots of props and rehabs. That's the second orchid. I do have this Spanish moss also that I love to like cover, make it more whimsical, make it more jungly vibe that I have all around. And they're mostly under my sprinkle system so that it waters it, and that's really all I do. I mean, I don't do anything to them basically. Okay, this one right here is my Hoya larissa that I've had for quite a long time actually, and it's still growing. It probably wants to be trellised, to be honest, but I'm just being lazy about it. And I kind of like the vibe, kind of like the chunky leaves compared to all this little leaves all around it, so it kind of breaks out the texture, you know what I mean? And then I have over here is my beautiful blue oil fern, or Microsorum thailandicum from Kath. Before she left, she sold me this one, and there's multiple heads, multiple plants in there. That's why it's really bushy, and the more lighting you give this, the bluer it gets, and I love it. I used to have the regular form. I believe this is like skinny form. I don't know if that's a thing, but it definitely looks skinnier, thinner than the one I used to have. Okay, and then what is this? Just another Carnosa crimson, I think round form. This is Hoya EPC Etka. I don't know much about that, but I've had that for a while as well. This is my Thomsonii Splash Silver that's giving all the silver vibe. I love it. I've propagated this, and I think I have a few cuttings. And the silvering is very stable on the propagation, and I'm very happy about that. Here we have, this is Hoya Mini Bell Silver. This is Suzy Q, very small Suzy Q. This is Aeschinantioides, I believe, Hoya Aeschinantioides. Then we have Obovata inner variegated. This is the micro dwarf that was mutated and it became bigger. That's what I was told. I talked to a grower of it, and the mutation happened to her, and that explained a lot for me. So it has been a mystery for a while. This is Hoya Philippines that I got from my friend Kath. And then let's go down below. Here is Obovata with the outer variegation. This is a type of palm. I forgot what it's called, but it's our friendship plant between me, Cyril, and Kat, and we all have this. I'm growing it the worst, I think. Kat has done the best job growing it, but I think because mine is very, very slow. Look at that. Like, what is that? Why did it stop opening? I don't know. And then all of a sudden it's sprouting from here, so I don't know, right? This is Pubicalyx Pink Silver Ghost that I got as a cutting that I chopped in two. So beautiful. I love that. I love this very, very much. Then we have here Obscura. So weird how the leaves are tiny on this one. And this is the outer variegation with the outer variegation. This is, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this weird, very, very, oh, I love this tree. This is Everfresh tree that I got from Avon last Pacific Orchid Expo, and It's growing finally. So it's got a new leaf right here. I love it. I really love this tree. I'm kind of collecting sculptural tree that kind of looks like bonsai like that, and it gives that aesthetic for like a Japandi interior. I think it's very nice minimalist plant. And then we have here Comingiana with the inner variegation supposedly, but I don't see any variegation. Inner variegated obovata. Another, this is Pubicalix pink silver ghost. This is my friend's cat that she's trying to sell. Actually, this is another one that's for sale. Then we have over here a few more Hoyas in there. There's a Lee there. There's a Micrantha silver over there. This is, I believe this is Kwangai Albo. Kwangai Albo. I need a better tag. Okay. This is Syndapsis Jade Satin Albo. And this is again another of my friend. Oh my gosh. The moth is eating it. I'm so sorry, cat. But the newest leaf is gorgeous, but there is some type of caterpillar eating it. Oh my gosh. But we have some new growth, and we're probably just gonna have to, I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, we're gonna try to help it out a little better than that. But it's growing some new leaves. This is for sale also. Slide me a DM. I don't know exactly how much it's going for. I'm gonna have to ask my friend, but I'm pretty sure she's selling this one as well. This is Elaphoglossum metallicum that I had forever, but I'm having a hard time. Like I get this baby sprouts, but then it crisps up and doesn't continue on. So I'm doing something wrong with it, but it's staying alive. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I wanted to show you guys. This is my Alocasia Regal Shield albo that I grew from 2-leaf pop. This was one of the pops right here still. And look at this new leaf that it's about to unfurl. It's highly albo, and I'm so excited to see it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I love the size up on this leaves. It really loves it in here. This is another one that was growing outdoors for a while until winter hit, so I had to bring it back inside because I didn't want it to like go dead. Okay, let's go to the top since it's really bright up here. So I have this is my regular Hoya compacta, green compacta, that has been prolific bloomer. It's very exciting when this one blooms because there's a lot of peduncle. It just blooms all at the same time, and it's just not so nice to see. And then on the very top right here, I have, this is my Hoya Burtney AFF, variegated, that I'm trying to sun stress. That's why it's up there in the ceiling, but since there's not enough sunlight right now, it's not doing it. I mean, the lower leaves, where the newer leaves are growing, are pink, because that's what it does right there. Then this is a Coroniana silver, I believe. This is another one of my friend's cat. Another one for sale. That's for sale. And then we have over here, that is Prince of Orange, I believe. I got that one from my collaboration with Arid Market, I believe. And then I have, that is Hoya Crinkle 8. Then I have, that is Joy Splash. And then every single propagation cuttings that I have been growing to sell in my website are here. So I'm going to pick out the best ones, of course, and I'm only releasing the ones that are ready. Okay, so let's move on to this. This is my ICU cabinet, also known as acclimation cabinet, and all my new Hoyas are in there that I'm trying to protect from cold and trying to give extra humidity if it needs it. So right now it's saying it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% in humidity in there. But like I said, there are some notable Hoyas in here. And oh, my heater turned on. So I have this Hoya crassipetiolata variegated. And then I have this caudata that I recently added a trellis to it because it needs it. And then I have this beautiful Hoya Gunungading Ghost. Look at that leaf. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. Oh my god, look at this. This one has a bit sun stressing. It's pink right now. I mean, I do love a Gunungading red color, but I'm not mad about pink either. So yeah, it's doing great. Still, it's in, what is this? Coco Core Perlite mix. Okay, this is undulata silver supposedly, but I'm having a hard time with undulatas also. It hates me. Then I have Chinghangensis variegated, inner variegated Chinghangensis right here. That is gonna be for sale actually because I have a big one now. And then we have, this is, who are you, Incurvula albo. Hoya Incurvula albo. I love the shape of this one, and I love that it's like concave like that. So cute. This is Forgetii cross with Warockianum right here, and it's doing great. So far so good. I have this, it's got a new leaf. This is Ficus lyrata. Ficus lyrata variegated, and it came with like 6 leaves, and of course, you know, it tends to drop every single one of its leaves before it gets better. So I think we finally hit getting better stage with this new leaf right here. So I got this from Canopy Plant Co. And then we have, this is Hoya vaccinioides propagation. This is Latifolia albo. And then we have over here, I don't know, what are you? Some type of lacinosa, I guess. This is my clamshell no ID. And the first set of growth I got is wonky, as expected, but the second next is already shaping like a clamshell, hence the name. I'm very excited for this one. And we have, this is, I saved my Hoya Caudata Argene, and it was only like 1 node left, and it was at the very tip. So it's weird, but it's rooted, so it's not dead yet. Then we have Paradisia right here. It's just a propagation that I repropagated and it didn't like it, but the original cutting is growing strong, which is great. Then we have, this is Pachawaralai or Icensis silver. Then we have Serpens silver supposedly, but it reverted, so I chopped the most silvery parts, and yeah, I did that. Then we have, this is Hoya Svetlana. Svetlana. I love this. I've waited a long time to get this because it's always been very pricey around me. But I got this from recent event that I went with my friends, and I haven't gotten any growth from it, and it's looking like the tip has dried up as well. So, but I think there is some growth over here, so yeah, it needs to be taken care of. Then we have, oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so slow, but it's growing. And oh my gosh, the leaves are getting bigger as well. And that's where it's at right now. The leaves, the very top leaves are still expanding. This is Hoya Madara Snow Angel. Oh my gosh. I still find it really beautiful, especially up close and personal. It's breathtaking. In my opinion, I really love it so much. This is the Hindu Rafflesia Silver, and look at these long silver leaves right here. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. And we got a new leaf over there also, and the newest leaf is actually, oh my god, please don't break anything in here. Oh my god, this one, and it's still expanding right there. So I probably need to retrellis this one because it's looking like it's getting, yeah, this trellis is too small for it. And then we have my Ladia Galaska is finally growing. I crisped up the new growth on this one when I received it, so it took a while to grow its first leaf, and it's this one for me. And we also have growth on the tip, so it's already branching out, so I'm very excited. Yeah, this was a new leaf when it came to me, and hence it's wonky, like it did not expand during the shipment. But this is the new leaf. I don't want to touch it. It is nicely variegated. I'm so excited with this one. It's just gorgeous. The colors you get when it's beautiful is just mesmerizing. It's like watercolor painting. Then we have, this is Hoya AH Santa something. I don't know what's doing. Then we have here Archboldiana Albo. And the albo comes out as it matures for some reason. Like, you see, the new leaf looks reverted, but as it matures, it starts to show. This is my Alocasia Silver Dragon. It's dormant, I believe, but we have a new leaf right here. And yeah, it's wintering, so I don't want to touch it. I can see many pups that I can separate, but I don't want to do it just yet because it's really cold. Okay, so down here, I'm gonna go through it fast. I have here King of Spade, I think. Yeah, this is King of Spades from Indonesia. Another Forgetii hybrid there. This is the Verticillata Silver Ghost, I believe, propagation I'm doing. Oh my god, this is FDG Crystal Cross with Warwickwianum. That is, I don't know, it's declining. That is a Carla Blackier there. That is Tazula Ace of Spade Dark Form over there. This is my other Latifolia that I got as a gift from Lena, Green Punches. This is Delta Force that I revived from the dead from my big mama that I killed, but now it's back. And there's 2 heads in here, actually. A few more. What is this? I believe this is Tazula Red Crystal Cross with BVEP, apparently. That sounds great. Alright, oh, we have, what is that? Michele Silver on the back. And, oh, I do have Warwickwianum. Okay, not anymore. Oh my god. This is the third time, right? But so far, no real accidents yet. No damage whatsoever. So that is the what's left of my Warocreanum. I had many Warocreanum that, yeah, they just don't thrive. Like, they give you one leaf at a time, 2 leaves, but this one might have a chance if I stop dropping it. Okay, we're moving on. Top of the sink, I have the Sheedia watermelon. It seems like a small form something. This is parviflora over there. This is Platycerium willinkii, Jade Girl. This is Platycerium bacteria. This is my Hoya Lori Lynn. Beautiful. Then we have, this is Cream Splash Philodendron. And this is my Elephantotis. This is Platycerium elephantotis. I lost its original frond down here, but these are both new. This is my propagation, my latest propagation of my albo, and it's doing well. Look at that. Top leaf is half moon, and this is another one. So this is for sale, you guys. Also slide me a DM because I cannot ship this one, unfortunately. This is, believe it or not, my Sunderiana Bull Aurea that was beautifully variegated for a while, and it reverted completely. Like, every single leaf I got from this plant is pure green. So I don't know, it needs to be restarted for sure. Then I have other plants in there. I have Thigh Constellation in there. I have Begonia, Genie Galaxy over here. I have propagated it a few times, but it's not looking great right now because of its winter. Variegated Compacta. I have this is a Ripsalis, and I was able to witness the generous blooms it had on every single tip, and now it's turning into berries. It's turning into fruit, and I'm excited to see that as well. Then more of propagations of my own plants. It's getting dark, guys, so I'm spitting through it. This is another propagation of my Aurea, Bursigiana Aurea. This is due for a chop and prop because this is just not pretty. I've already propagated it, and I've learned how to propagate it. It loves, actually, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. Right there, this is the propagation. Right there, look at that new leaf is half pink. It's so cool. So these are for sale as well. That's going to be, oh look, this is my Madara Green Edge that I was able to propagate and root. So it's ready to be sold. It is #1. That's gonna be in my website sale. So more propagation in there, but you don't need to see all that. This is the crystallinum, dark crystallinum that I have. Oh, we have this Aglaonema Manila Spry. This is my variegated orchid that I got. It's still alive. This is another Alocasia reverted Serendipity that had colors when I got it. Believe it or not, Chinghungensis regular form. Remember the one I had, large form in the living room? This is definitely looking very bleach, so it needs to be moved. Up top here, I have Hoya compacta monoloa, and this is the one with the inner variegation. And this one's looking good. It tried to revert on this side, but I did cut it, and it looks like there are multiple growth points already, like there. So yeah, this one has been growing faster than its other sibling variety, and I'm very happy because it's such a beautiful variety. It can even turn into pink. The new ones become pink, and this one actually has a hint of yellow compared to the other variegated one, the outer variegated one. So this is the Mauna Loa compacta that I got from Anne, my dear friend Anne. And here, hanging below it, this is Hoya China, no ID. And this one started as a small starter plant from Cactus and Exotics, and it's still in Cactus and Exotics substrate that I love. And yeah, so it's pretty happy. I am trellising it to itself. There's this spade shape planter that is holding it. Actually, it's just holding I have this in little pot right there. But it's working fine, and the goal is to fill this up until you can no longer see the trellis. And yeah, it's like an upside down heart shape. And this is the silver form, by the way. And it's very fast. Look at that. It's been trailing and really chill. I haven't been consistent with the watering, but it doesn't seem to mind it. So now it's hanging up here. It's a new spot because I had to rearrange a few things, and this one was getting forgotten. It used to be over here, and because it's far up there, I always forget to water it. So before I completely forget it and ruin it, I need it closer so I can see. All right, that's it. Yeah, oh my god, I'm like running out of breath. Okay, see how dark it is, guys. So I'll see you in the outro. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much. If you're still here, let me know in the comments by adding a plenty emoji, and that will let me know that you guys watched the entire thing, and I'm grateful for you. Really, I am genuinely grateful because I love doing this thing, and it makes me really happy, and it really boosts my confidence knowing that you're there. So I appreciate you, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell down below so you'll be notified when my future video drops. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.